You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
Well, guys, Ryan Clark. Ryan Clark is really making a fool of himself with attacking RG3 because RG3 has a white wife. So apparently to Ryan Clark, RG3 cannot actually give any criticism of Angel Reese because both of his wives, he's been married before, are white, which is utterly ridiculous, folks. It seems extremely racist to me. Now, what if a white man said that Ryan Clark couldn't actually speak on a white woman because Ryan Clark is married to a black woman? I'm pretty sure if that white man was actually employed by ESPN, he'll be done. His career would be over with. I'm not going to play the clips, guys, of Ryan Clark. You guys have probably already heard him already. It's utterly ridiculous. That was a direct attack on RG3 and his family. It really, really was, man. So a lot of people on social media want Ryan Clark to be fired. But could Ryan Clark at ESPN be suspended? It could be, guys. There's a possibility, especially since it seems like the on-air talent at ESPN wants the company to punish Ryan Clark. Yeah. So Bobby Burack, man, has an article over here on Outkick, and they have been in contact with on-air talent at ESPN. Now, they're not naming any names. It could be Stephen A. Smith, could be Molly Kieran. I don't know. But the on-air talent at ESPN, they don't want ESPN just to let this thing go. Now, Ryan Clark didn't make these comments on an ESPN platform. He was on his own platform, I believe, The Pivot, something like that. But is ESPN going to do anything? That is the question. So let's go ahead, guys, and get into this. Here we go. Right over here. Ryan Clark's colleagues want ESPN to put foot down after comments to RG3, and Bobby Burack is actually writing this piece right here. Yeah, so it's going to be very interesting, man, what's going to happen to Ryan Clark in the coming week. Now, when it came to Shannon Sharpe, remember Shannon Sharpe has that set scandal out there with this OnlyFans model. He said he decided to actually step away from ESPN, but Stephen A. Smith said, nah, not so fast. The suits at ESPN shut him down. So more than likely, I'm pretty sure the higher ups at ESPN are probably going to have some words at least with Ryan Clark. Will he actually disappear from ESPN for a while? Don't know. Says ESPN has not commented on the viral exchange between Ryan Clark and Robert Griffin III, RG3, the former of whom is a current employee and the latter of whom used to be. On Monday, Clark responded to Griffin's criticism of WNBA forward Angel Reese by suggesting Griffin isn't qualified to talk about black women because he is married to a white woman. Griffin responded by saying Clark crossed the line, bringing his wife into the conversation. Since Clark's initial post, Outkick has spoken to several on-air talents inside ESPN, all of whom strongly condemn Clark's comments. Yeah. And it goes on here. It says, Clark's colleagues found it hard to justify him referencing someone's wife during a debate about sports, bringing up someone's family in an effort to win a meaningless argument about the WNBA is wrong. It's also unprofessional and out of line. Clark questioned someone's character because of the skin color of their spouse. That's indefensible. And it goes on here. It says, the ESPN talents who we spoke to also emphasized that Clark implied Griffin's role as a father, son, and brother. Griffin has a black mother, you don't say, 4 black daughters, and 3 black sisters. Yet Clark claimed Griffin doesn't have, quote, conversations at his home about what black women endure. Yeah, I brought it up in my other video, guys, that RG3's mother is black. Now, I didn't know how many kids RG3 has, but I'm pretty sure you know that Ryan Clark is going to say, well, those kids are half white. Doesn't matter. But everything to Ryan Clark, man, he sees through a racial lens. And now we find out that RG3 actually has 3 black sisters. Go figure. I'm pretty sure he actually does talk to his siblings. Look here. It says, a former NFL player turned ESPN analyst told Outkick on Tuesday, quote, Ryan Clark is a former player. There are 2 rules in the locker room. You don't talk about a man's girl or their money. Ryan knows better. That shit wouldn't fly face to face. Yeah. And on the pivot, that is Ryan Clark's his podcast right there. Now over here it says 4 different ESPN personalities expressed to Outkick that they hope the network addresses Clark's comments and disciplines him. One source warned that ESPN would set a damning precedent by tolerating a pundit targeting someone's family. Quote, imagine how RG3's little black girls feel, seeing a prominent figure claim their father lacks empathy for black women, the commentator told Outkick. And then Outkick says, of course, there's also a double standard. If a white ESPN person dismissed another white man for marrying a black woman, they would have been fired before the news had a chance to trend. Yeah, I completely agree with that. I really do. So we're going to have to see, guys, what is going to happen with Ryan Clark. Don't really know, man. A whole bunch of people on social media, man, definitely want Ryan Clark fired by ESPN. I'm not sure if that's going to happen, but I wouldn't be surprised, though, if ESPN shut him down for a week or 2. I would not be surprised by that whatsoever. He definitely crossed the line. He really did. But you know what? ESPN kind of got to blame themselves because they have created a woke monster. Because other people on ESPN are turning this Angel Reese, Caitlin Clark thing into a thing about race, when it's not. The WNBA is investigating fake racial claims right now. Yeah. Mainly because people booed Angel Reese. Remember, she's on the road in Indiana. There was no monkey sounds. That was like a dolphin sound or something like that. All this fake victimhood, man, is coming to this now. But gonna leave it right there, guys. That's just my thoughts on this. What do you guys think of this? Black and white sports fans, let us know what you think about all this in the comments. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. And we'll catch you next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.